Alright, so this is the start of my 48-hour fast. I'm doing this for religious reasons. I did a podcast with George Janko like a month or two ago, and we talked about fasting. Specifically, he brought up the verse Matthew 17:21, which is not in a lot of modern day Bibles. It's still in the King James Version, as well as like original Aramaic ones, and basically it talks about casting out demons. But this verse is kind of crazy. They literally skip it in like the new versions of the Bible. Then came the disciples of Jesus apart and said, "Why could we not cast them out?" And Jesus said unto them, "Because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit, this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting." So that is the verse right there. So basically what's happening is the disciples were trying to cast out a demon, and they couldn't. They asked Jesus, why couldn't we cast him out as we did the other ones from like other people? Because they would cast out demons, they would heal people all in Jesus' name and whatnot. And he said that this kind could not go out but by prayer and fasting. So I'm like, why would they? And then George told me how like they took that out of some of the newer Bibles. Why would they do that? Like for me, the way I see it is like there has to be a lot of power in prayer for fasting. First, for Jesus to be able to say that, and two, for them to bring it out is like suspect. I don't know, because this world down here is like kind of ruled a lot by the devil in a way. So like, what if he's trying to like stop us from having that type of power over others? He kind of got me into the whole aspect of fasting. And then too, I have two friends who just did it on social media, so that kind of motivated me to kind of just get up and start doing it. I just spilled my coffee, bro. I'm pissed. Bro, that was an alien. That could have been the devil right there. Man should not live on bread alone, but every word that comes from the mouth of God. It's another one. And that's when Jesus was fasting for 40 days in the wilderness, and the devil came to him and tempted him with bread. And that's what Jesus responded with. So doing this not just for spiritual reasons as well, that's the main benefit, obviously. But I think it's just a good way to practice like discipline, like self-discipline, self-control, showing that you're not governed by by your flesh and stuff like that. So if you guys want to stick with me and try it with me, I know I'm documenting it on here, then obviously on Snapchat. So if you want to add me on Snap, or if you just, maybe this will motivate you to try it out yourself. Only drinking black coffee, which I have here, and it's gonna be a lot of water. I told Kyle, everyone's asking like, yo, why are you fasting when you started your bulk? I literally just started the bulk. I had the fattest meal last night. I started this technically at midnight, but I'm doing this just because I said I was gonna do it. I'm not gonna get deep in the bulk then do it, so I might as well just start it now, and then I should be fine. I don't think it's gonna ruin any progress or anything. So yeah, if you guys want to go try it with me, I'll be recording today and whatnot. We're still gonna go train and stuff today. Here we have arms, so I'll walk you guys through whatever I do. And yeah, so just got to the gym. It's currently 1 p.m. Trying to train a little bit earlier than usual, just because I know it's gonna get harder as I get deeper into this fast. Bumping some worship music. My goal too is to listen to like no secular music this fast. I'm gonna try not to curse as well. So far we've been pretty good. I'm just trying to fast from all flesh desire things, and yeah, I'm honestly excited, bro. And I've been seeing a lot of people like on my Snap being like, yo, I'm doing it with you, all that. It's so dope, bro. It's cool to see too. I'm sure you guys seen Shizzy, so I'm friends with Shizzy, and I love that even him being so open about his faith in God, bro. I'm telling you, bro, God's about to take this industry by storm, and it's cool seeing people who are doing so good in the industry being open about God, because it's something that everybody's just lacking. Regardless if you think faith or religion or God is like dumb or like cringy, bro, like so many people need it, bro, and it's cool to see those who are being super successful in life now because God is rewarding them, and then in return, we're being open about our faith in God and hoping that that'll bring others to him as well, so they can experience the same love, peace, joy, happiness that we get to experience. So yeah, man, it's pretty dope. I'm telling you, bro, watch over the next, like I'm telling you, just with like, there's a revival coming. Anyway, so Elysium Gym, working out, drinking my water. I had a hot coffee this morning, a little bit of an Americano, and now I'm just drinking a bunch of water. And I'm about to go train. I believe today I have arms. So it's not too bad training arms fasted. I think I should be okay. I might do a little bit of more delts because I didn't really get the best delt workout yesterday. But honestly, feeling good. I'm excited. My like breathing has been pretty good today. I haven't been tweaking. I'm excited to just give everything. The whole action of fasting is just super dope, bro. I hope you guys try it, religious or not. Just try it. I'm really excited for how this is gonna go, and I'm just gonna keep updating you guys on how I'm feeling, what I'm doing, literally throughout the entire next 48 hours. So yeah, about to go put an Elysium shirt on. I'm going to put one of the ones that we have live on the site if you guys want to go check it out and support. ElysiumAthletic.com. We're also working on some more Seventh Salvation designs here soon. If you guys want to go support, check it out. I might go see Barbie tonight, hearing about that movie. maybe I'll go see that. I have a pastor texting me. He's free this evening. So I'm debating, maybe I should link up with him. His name's Stephen Chandler. He's a pastor of a big church out here. I didn't even know he was out here. It's like 15 minutes away, and he's like a known pastor. So I might link with him. He's got a nice car too, so it'd be cool to like maybe do something for that, vlogging it. What else, bro, was I gonna talk about? I don't even know what to talk about, honestly. I think we're just gonna go in and just hit the lift. I've heard that when you fast though, your mental clarity goes up. You become more dialed in. I think it's like a biological response to when you don't have food. Your body becomes more dialed because you obviously, like, biologically it's like you're looking for your next food source, so you have to be like, all your senses have to be dialed in. So I've heard about that. So I think you're supposed to have less brain fog and stuff. That's enough talking. I can't take any alkaline pre on the fast, which sucks, or protein powder, but I will be taking like my vitamins and whatnot still, other than fish oil, because that has calories in it. So the Alphaline has this thing, I think I have it in the back seat. It's called Cravings Killer. I might take that. I'm definitely going to be taking HMB, an HMB supplement, which is like anti-catabolic. It's like a derivative or a metabolite of leucine, I'm pretty sure. So it's just anti-catabolic. It's all natural and whatnot. And then I'll probably still be taking S7, which is a vasodilator, so that I can have a pump in the gym, even though I'm not having food. So those I'm still going to be like taking like mini small supplements here and there just to help a little bit with performance while I'm training. But the whole aspect is that I'm giving up things to give it to God. So let's go train.
All right, now I'm pretty sure you guys probably don't care about me stretching or anything, but I said I was gonna record everything. I'm also filming on a 50mm lens today, so I can't even see myself because I forgot to bring my 35. I'm also in slippers right now because I just woke up. Did not just wake up. I didn't shower yet since waking up. It feels like I just woke up because I didn't shower and I haven't eaten yet. But usually I'll just do some like these thingies. Camel in the other one. Let's get my spine moving and my scapula moving a little bit. Again, I'm not, some stretches I do is static. I know you're not supposed to do that before a lift apparently, but I really don't care. I just do what I've always done. And then one I like to do for me, I'm supposed to be getting cupping and everything done this weekend, hopefully, is I'll do this thing where I put my arm underneath. I'll go all the way down, let my shoulder touch the ground, and then reach to the sky. And keep doing that. I think it's called like thoracic rotation. Do 5 each side. Stretch out my upper lat a little bit, my shoulder, pull against it, just moving around a little bit. Again, more lower back. I honestly just kind of move around to wherever I feel tight, and then when I feel like get tight, I just kind of hold it and move around a little bit, just to loosen up a little bit, because I haven't showered or anything. So I just need to feel a little bit more warm, get the blood flowing, the fibers moving a little bit. Oh, my shoulder's tight. My shoulder's hella tight. Listening to Christian rap right now. Christian rap music goes hard, bro. Alex Jean, probably the best one. This, feel it in my quad and my front delt. Do another, I'll do. I always do this one. I don't really hold them, I kind of just like move around. Like I'm tight here, so I'm just gonna keep moving my hips, my shoulder, my back, in this whole area. Might not be the most optimal way to stretch, but this is what I do. I really don't care. I have too much ADHD to hold a stretch for freaking 30 to 60 seconds. Yo, I ate hella last night. I had sushi, I had crumble cookie yesterday, a little bit of Chick-fil-A. I kind of had a mini binge sesh before starting the fast, and I'm already getting hungry, bro. I can tell this is gonna be difficult for me. But hey, Jesus did it for 40 days. This helped me appreciate that more, doing it for 2 days. A man should not live on bread alone, but in every word that comes from the mouth of God. T-shirts in stock, link in bio or description. First thing we're gonna do is kind of warm up everything, like my muscle. Usually I would do a cable, but I don't feel like doing cables right now. I hope you guys can see me, bro. I can't barely, my vision's getting worse again. I had LASIK actually when I was 18. It was my graduation gift. I had terrible vision growing up. And since then, they did tell me that because I got it so young that it could get worse over time because my eyes were still developing. And they're definitely getting worse. Like I'm starting to get blurry vision again a little bit. So I might have to re-get LASIK again, which would suck. You'll see me wearing glasses sometimes though. So all I'm gonna do here is just seated dumbbell curl. I'm only curling the 20s right now. Just not even focusing on perfect form. It's just purely just to get some blood in there. Luckily I still have glycogen in me, so I should be able to have a decent pump today. Tomorrow is when it's gonna be a little bit difficult. I'm freaking starving right now. And then we're gonna like also have my gallon of water behind me. Skull crushers with this. Again, just elbows close to my body. We're not really focusing on range of motion or form. I'm just trying to pump into that muscle that I'm about to train. So triceps, I'm just pushing through my elbow. Really quick. do some presses, and then right back to buys. Some one arm curls, some reverse ones. Just get blood in there, you know? All right, boys, testing, mic check. Is it still working? Got a new mic. I'm hoping it sounds better than the other one. We're doing a preacher curl. Am I in this, bro? I hope I'm in it. I'm gonna put my head down. I'm not sitting on the seat. My quads are resting against the seat. And doing a closer grip. I'm hungry and tired. And I'm gonna put my head down so I won't be able to talk, might be muffled. And I'm gonna curl and squeeze this way. So I'm not sitting down. Squeeze. I'm gonna like use my one left foot up here to brace more. Squeezing to the top of my head. I'm sorry for the weights being like this. I just did a warm up with a 25, so it's 185 on this, 45 and a 25. Feeling tired and I'm hungry. It hit me like mid-workout. But we're doing close grip bench for our mass movement for tries. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put my feet up, which I hope you can still see me. And the key here is to keep your elbows tucked in. You don't want them flared out, because you can do a close grip bench and keep your elbows flared out. You don't want that. I'm gonna be keeping them close to my body, flared in, and I'm gonna extend through my elbow. I'm not focused on my chest here. As for how far I'm putting my grip, I'll put my ring finger on the line, like the sandpaper part of the bar is, whatever the heck it's called. So here we go. Shoulders back and down, elbows close, and I don't go all the way down either. Extend through elbow. And then I'm going to superset, excuse me, with this. Just a regular extension. Elbows tucked in, everything back and down. Bro, I got indigestion, bro. 2 sets of that. Tomorrow's gonna suck. Ask why my knees are up, just so that I can't leg drive and focus more on my tricep. You can buy stuff without tweaking the movement. Like when I put my ring finger on here, if I wanna hit chest even with the same grip, I can do that. I'm squeezing my pecs here, but if I wanna do tricep, bro, I'm feeling it in my tri. I feel the stretch here, and I'm extending through my tricep, squeezing through my tricep every rep. You can change it by just thinking about the muscle you're doing and the mechanics of it. So tricep, through the elbow, right? Chest, if I'm doing chest, I'm scooping with my chest, trying to bring my hands together. But if I'm squeezing through my tris, it's just about extending my tris like that. So just remember that when you're training. And my knees are up just so I can focus mainly on that. Whoop. All right, we're gonna do seated dumbbell curls, alternating. Got the 40s. Make sure you supinate, look, shoulders back and down. Don't hunch them up, keep them down. to mention, he said made another not natty video on me. He's made a few, like quite a bit on me. I responded to one a while back, but I'm gonna have Coach Kyle come down soon to train me, work out with me for a few days. And I'm probably gonna sit down with him and like formally go over all of my blood work. And I'm gonna like get an honest opinion from him if he thinks based on what my blood work says, and from like my transformation if he thinks I'm natural or not. Because obviously like love Greg Doucette, but you can see that video he made on me has got like 3 times as many views as his most recent uploads before that. Because obviously we're in this for a living, we work for a living, and having a clickbaited title and pointing a certain narrative in a video is obviously gonna get more views when it's controversial, just because people like drama and whatnot. Again, I'm cool with Greg. I've literally been texting him about like his new McLaren and whatnot, so I'm not like mad or anything. It's just when people like will come at me in my comments or something and be like, roid boy, fake natty, like, but then I'll yet again, they'll say that and then they'll say, he always looked the exact same for the last 3 years. So like bro, can you just pick one? Either I'm a fake natty or my physique hasn't been changing over the last 3 years, or very minimally. Again, I weigh around the same weight I did 3 years ago. And that's why I'm doing this bulk, is to try and see how much bigger I can get naturally. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll probably do that in a video with him because I'm curious to see what Kyle thinks based on my blood work. But as for like making a formal video replying to Greg, most likely we'll not do that. I don't know, we'll see based on what Kyle like thinks we could like, because I hate doing that because it's like drama and I don't like drama. I'm just trying to make content on myself, like stay in my own lane. But it's just annoying when these like NPCs who like want me to not be natty because they want to be able to invalidate my physique as like naturally attainable to make themselves feel better possibly for not having a physique that they want. So I think a lot of it, when you have to feel the need to like call somebody not natty or want to heavily believe in that narrative, like a biased like point of view, meaning you seek for information that validates your own personal opinion rather than seek the possible alternative. It's like a biased type of like want to hear, like people want me to not be natty because it'll make themselves feel better about maybe not having the physique that they want. So I think a lot of it stems from like an insecure heart or like envy from that. But at the end of the day, I know a lot of you guys believe me, whatever. So it's not a huge deal. It's just annoying when they come over and I have to like look at that. I'm like, bro, you freaking, like you don't even know me. Like you haven't even looked at my progress for the last 3 years. But if it makes you feel better to think that I'm not natty, that like somehow tugs in your heartstrings, makes you feel better about yourself, go ahead. Like I'm cool with that as long as you're happy at the end of the day. The hammer curl. Honestly, want to add to that, for all these people who like are so concerned, not even just me, other people, if they're natty or not, if you spent just as much time worrying about and like dissecting if all these other people are natural or not, if you devoted that time into actually yourself, like building your own physique or building your own mental, you would probably have a way better physique. I don't even get the point of worrying about somebody else's natty status when like majority of the time, like they don't even know who you are probably. Like the people who are worrying about me being natty or not, never met them a day in my life, and you never met me a day in my life. Why are you letting that even occupy your headspace in the first place? How does that impact you in any way, rather than devote that energy and thought into something that's actually going to benefit yourself? Like go instead of me caring about this guy's natty or not, let me just go to the gym and figure out how I can get a better physique. I feel like a lot of people, they like to swerve in other people's lanes when you should always just be in your own lane. Compare yourself to your own self, compare yourself to yourself 3 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever, instead of comparing yourself to another person. That's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe to never have peace in your life. This goes for anything, like physique, for financial status, for relationship status. When you compare yourself to others, whether it be influencers, even friends or family members, if they're in a position that you would want to be, learn to train yourself to have the self-awareness to realize that you should not be comparing yourself to them. Like you are your own person. You worrying about them is only taken away from your own personal life, because again, that's wasted energy and headspace that could be spent on your own self, of getting yourself to that position that you want to be. So never compare yourself, bro. That will kill your happiness. It will kill your joy. Everybody has different circumstances, and a lot of times when you compare yourself to a influencer or someone that's doing better than you, they actually were willing to put in the work to get to that position in the first place. Why don't you spend the time working and grinding and hustling to get to that place instead of just on them for being in it? Because you don't know the work they went through. You don't know the hardships they went through to get to that spot. So never compare, never be envious. Always be happy with yourself. And if you're a better person you were a year ago, you should be content and happy enough with that. Compare yourself to who you were before, not to your best friend, influencer, whoever it may be. All right, we're doing tricep extensions now. Similar tips from the last video. Again, I'm like shoulders back and down, holding it right here. I already feel like tension on my honestly my bicep and my tricep because my biceps pump. I'm gonna like lean into it a little bit, shoulder or elbows close to my body, everything back down, locked in. I'm gonna extend straight through my elbow, squeeze out. Same thing, just repeat. Squeeze. Make sure everything, sometimes I have to reset, bring everything back and down. And then once I get tired of that, do my little momentum. I think I used to see Kai Green do that. That's where I got it from. I don't really know, like I feel like when my arms are pumped, I can't do a good front double bicep. Like I feel like they look smaller because I can't peek them right. Step back. Because like I don't have peaky biceps. I have like long insertions. So I don't know. Hopefully that'll look all right. All right, I'm gonna take it off. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk. I obviously can. I'll put my mic like right here. Might be able to hear me a little bit. Taking it all off. Shout out to Instagram Live homies. Showing love. Testing, mic check, mic check. Got the AC blaring right now. Hope you guys can't hear it. Finished up the workout. I was getting starving through the middle of it, and near the end I was just getting burnt out. I was like feeling a little whack. I think it was a decent workout. I didn't have like crazy like heart palpitations and like breathing issues. Playing worship music, worship rap, or Christian rap. Yeah, it is currently 3:30 p.m. Last meal I had was around right before midnight. I'm starting to feel it though, for sure. Like I'm starving, bro. But we're gonna keep thugging it out. Only thing I'm allowed to drink is basically like just straight up tea, black coffee, or water. So I'm just gonna start hammering down more water and stuff, which I have here. I have an HMB supplement I think I'm gonna go take, which is just anti-catabolic, so I can try and like have muscle still. Which 48 hours shouldn't do anything to muscle regardless, but I'm gonna go drive home, so I'll see you guys there. All right, so it's 7:38 p.m. Starving. I've been thinking multiple times about how I just want to eat. Gonna go see the Barbie movie tonight at 10, so hopefully that'll like keep me distracted. About to go to Dick's here to just honestly just burn time, because sitting at home, I just want to go eat. I want to go get sushi. Maybe stop by Whole Foods or Target to get seltzer waters, because I think I should be allowed to do that because they're 0 calorie. But yeah, we're gonna go to Dick's, and honestly, I've just been drinking a bunch of coffee and water, and I have a little bit of a headache. I wonder if that's probably because of it. And there was a few times where I felt like hypoglycemic, obviously, because I don't have any like carbs in me. I mean, so far it's not terrible. Like it's like a maintainable hunger, but I feel like I could just go out to eat tonight and just eat literally everything. So that's where I'm at with it. But I'm gonna go and try and just burn time doing something. All right, we're at Dick's just to burn time because I'm starving and I could literally eat anything at this point in time. I do need underwear though. I want like compression underwear, boxer jocks. I have to get large just because my legs and everything down there is so big. So we have this hoodie dropping in the fall. So basically we have compressions on the way, t-shirt and long sleeve form. Basically very similar to the Under Armour and Nike compressions. Anyways, we have basically the heat gear compressions. It's like this, almost the same material coming in 4 colors, which will be next month's drop, most likely. All right, battery's about to die. Basically, I'm so freaking bored because I feel like I spent so much time going out to get food. There's a McDonald's, first off, right across the street from where I'm looking at. So that's not helping, but I'm just like tired. Like I feel like I'm sleepy, but I just want to eat, and like I can't think of anything else but food right now. Like I'm thinking like, what can I use my free time for that's like more beneficial to myself? And I'm just like, food. Just like I want to go eat. Like I want to go to like a restaurant, sit down, eat, and then I'll be like, then I can think of something to do. And everything's tight. Like my neck hurts. Like I need to get a deep tissue massage, my traps. I just want food, bro. I'm getting moody now. I feel like I'm on my period. I feel like I can't open my right eyeball all the way. Remember when I kept saying that I couldn't feel like my feet? That was like the beginning of it for sure. No, because I've never had that happen before, and I remember I started feeling the numbness, and I started feeling my lip. Like that's the same way when we were at that conference in Miami. It started like in my lip, and my like tooth felt like numb, like
quivering, and that was like there was like another 30 minutes left in the movie when I started feeling like there's a dude who came up to me and wanted a picture when I was like mid pass out, like pre-pass out. I tried to call my dad. I tried to do what I did at the VU thing to fix it, like just walk around, and then standing up was the worst thing I could have done because I just went full freak out mode. My signature, when they told me to write, I was like, bro, what? What was crazy is during the whole thing, I felt like my brain, like my mind was completely 100% aware of what was happening, but I could not control my body at all. It was like, I thought I was dying. And in the moment where everything got hella numb, I felt like I was like dead, or I was like up on the few seconds away from dying. And I like prayed to God. I was like, please forgive me for my sins and please let me into heaven. And I was like content and at peace with like dying for a moment.
So, recap. I think I'll have that last clip from the hospital in here. I don't even know what I said in it, honestly. So, we ended the fast about 24. We did 24 hours, basically. I don't know, I'm doing a heart stress test here soon. Getting my heart checked out. We'll be getting blood work again, make sure that I'm all good. But basically, I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure it's just anxiety. I had a mean panic attack, and I think it was amplified due to the fact that I had no food in me for 24 hours, which I've never done before. I have a pretty high metabolism, and as you guys know, like I tend to eat a lot. Like I always am eating out, or I'm eating like dessert stuff, and I eat quite a bit of food. And a lot of times I can tell when I'm cutting or dieting, I tend to get very hypoglycemic pretty quick. If I'm doing cardio when I'm cutting sometimes, or post-workout cardio, I almost like feel like I'm gonna pass out. So that's kind of the feeling I was getting. But basically in the beginning of the Barbie movie, I started getting a weird feeling, like in my feet and my hands were getting like cold. Like, you know how like people who have low iron or whatever, they get like cold hands and feet? Usually I'm like always very hot. I have good blood flow all the time. So I started feeling like that, which was like weird. And then near the end, like the last 20-30 minutes, I became like overly aware of like my breathing and stuff. And I started like low-key tweaking a little bit, but like I was just trying to enjoy the movie. I was like fighting it back. Oh, sorry, so good. I had 10 hours of sleep. I had the best sleep of my life last night. I feel so like fatigued. Anyway, so I go to the bathroom, try and relax a little bit, whatever. The movie's over, walk to the car, walk outside, try and walk around. I'm like, I'm fine, I'm chilling. I had this at the Miami VU conference, the Christian conference, where I felt like kind of woozy and like started to feel like tingly, like pins and needles feelings. So I laid down in the car and I was about to leave, and I was like, I don't think I should drive quite yet, because I felt like a panic attack, I guess, coming on. So I was just trying to like let it ride the wave how I usually do and just get through it. But then I started to get like my hands, my feet, my arms, my legs, my stomach, my back, my neck, my chest, everything started to get numb. Like the way I would explain it was like, it was like the only place where I felt like anything, like my face numb, was like here, my center chest, wherever my heart was, like the only thing that I guess didn't feel numb. And everything, I couldn't move. Like my hand was on the thing in the Mercedes, like the handle. I couldn't move anything, and I could barely even speak. So called 911. Basically had them send an ambulance because I couldn't move. Like I've never had this happen. I've always had, I've struggled with anxiety, depression, you guys know, whatever. But I've never had this happen before. And basically that's why I got scared, to the point where usually I always fight it off. But when it got to the point where I could barely even speak words, and I basically was like this, and I couldn't move anything. I would try and move my hand, and they were stuck like this, like I was pointing. I had like claw hands, and I couldn't move them. I was like, you ever see like those guys get knocked out and they put their hands up like this? That's what I looked like, I swear. Called 911, couldn't move. They tried to talk to me when they were opening my driver's side door, and I like couldn't even speak to the dude. I just like would barely be able to move my head like this for like answers to yes or no questions. And they put me in a stretcher, and I got to the point where on everything I love, bro, this is the craziest thing. I literally felt like I like told myself it got so bad where I couldn't feel any part of my body, and I felt like my body was shutting down. I like remember praying to God. I was like, Lord, please forgive me for my sins. Like I basically accepted the fact that death was like coming. Like I accepted the fact that I thought I was gonna die. So I was like, I'm gonna die right here. So I like was just like, God, please forgive me for my sins. I was like hoping I go to heaven and whatnot. In Jesus' name. And then I just remember going in an ambulance. Like it was kind of, from then it was just like brief. Like I barely can remember all of it. And I remember they were taking my blood pressure. It was hella high. And then we got to the ER room. They had no rooms available. And they're asking, bro, they had me write my signature on something. And I tried to pick up the pen and like write. And it looked like I don't even speak English. It was so bad. And then they had me in like, and I started to feel a little bit better. I was in the waiting room. Still couldn't feel anything. My eye was twitching. Like as you see in I think that video before this, my one eye like wasn't working right. I felt woozy. And then maybe 30 minutes passed and I started to regain feeling and everything. And then I was starving. I needed to eat. And you know ERs, bro, they take freaking forever to get you in. So I was like, screw this, bro. I'll just get my health checked on my own back home tomorrow or something. And left. And then I went and I got McDonald's last night because that was the only thing that was open. And I slept hella good. And so yeah, that was an interesting experience. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video though. I'm sure people were curious of why I posted that I was at the ER, which I didn't post that. I have someone with me who's like has access to my content so they can post when I don't feel like it. That was an interesting experience though. I did not enjoy that. That was the scariest shit probably that's ever happened to me in my entire life. And anxiety, bro. Panic attacks, that type of disorder is a real thing. Mental health is terrible. I've never had it that bad. I think just the fasting just made it so much worse. And amplified everything because I already do have issues with being hypoglycemic, so that along with the anxiety, along with like not either, I think it was like and also I get social anxiety, so being at a movie theater with a bunch of people gives me like really bad social anxiety. So I think I'll just topping it all off on each other just maybe just shut down. But yeah, I'm good though. That's it. Code Alex, Young LA, Alpha Lion Flex Pro, and Celsius. I believe there's a Young LA restock on August 1st, I think. I'll be posting on my stories and whatnot. If you guys want to go check out elysiumathletic.com, show some love on the brand, cop up some of these new designs. They're fire. All right, love y'all. God bless. Till next time. Peace out.